97% of schools are now up and running. It's all systems go. And there are challenges there and there of water, sometimes even sanitation. But we are working very hard together with the Department of Public Works and Rainwater to provide water where there is a challenge of water, and also to make sure that the question of sanitation, toilets are built, being assisted by Department of Public Works. So we can say that things so far are moving quite well. More than 80 farm schools in the province have been closed, and we have built 6 boarding schools. The intention is to make sure that those learners who are coming from those farm schools, they are also given an opportunity to get proper education. And we can say that that has managed to assist a lot of learners from the farm areas. Most of them, some of them have even passed, and they are in universities as of now. The challenge that we used to face was that these children would drop out of school in those farm schools, and during harvesting time, you'd find that some of them would go to work on the farms and drop out of school. But due to the fact that we built those boarding schools, 6 of them now, this year we're building the 7th one. And those learners are taken to those schools, and they continue to learn under very good conditions, and they get an opportunity of passing their matrics and go to universities. We can say that that program of these boarding schools is quite good for these learners, because it manages to make their lives better. The challenge in the school Mukibe which we had was some community fights. Those people were fighting amongst themselves, and as a result, that had affected the school, because from a long time ago we decided that the school had to be relocated there because the condition was not fine, and we wanted to build that school outside that area, because that land is a privately owned land, and therefore as the department we couldn't be able to build on a privately owned land. But due to the fact that the CPA and the chieftaincy of that area, there were challenges fighting amongst each other, they resisted that we needed to relocate that school. But when we went there together with the Premier, ultimately they agreed that the school will be relocated and will be taken to another area, and Inyanda Mine had promised and that they were going to assist us to build a school there, and we were quite happy about the intervention of Inyanda Mine, and we were quite happy that those children now are going to study in a better condition than that one. And we hope and believe that that kind of a school will have to be demolished, because there is a challenge of infrastructural defects there. As you know, that COVID-19 doesn't allow the situation where we had to share textbooks. What we are doing now is to instruct the district director. We've instructed the district director that we should be able to make sure that we get textbooks. But the principal also said that they had done other ways and means of trying to deal with the question of sharing by photocopying some of the textbooks. But we don't believe in photocopying. That is why we say that we'll have to supply textbooks as speedily as possible.
I am from Fundi. I'm the managing executive for our lending business as well as education business solutions. So we are a loans provider, so we help students or anyone who wants to study. We help them be able to attend and being able to go to school through our loans, and that is why we are here today. We have a strong partnership with the Department of Education, and we wanted to support them by being able to provide school bags for children. But as I said, we have a very strong relationship with the Education Department to be able to make sure that not only their employees, but anyone at large who wants to be able to attend school but cannot afford it and doesn't qualify for NSFAS, we're able to support them to be able to get an education through our loan solutions. So I think, the teachers and the principals and the Department of Education are working under very difficult circumstances, trying to keep the students safe, but also making sure that they are able to study. So we need to make sure, not only as parents, but as corporate, at large, that we support them to be able to do what they need to do to educate our children, as well as to keep them safe.
As the president of the school, the reopening of the school, it was such a big deal, because we are dealing with a pandemic here, and we are also risking our lives. But we are risking our lives to secure the bag and then to be future millionaires. Since we have reopened, I have not encountered any challenges. Everything has been ran smoothly because we were notified about the reopening of the school, and we managed to fix everything that was needed. During this period of COVID-19, we are facing the issues of sharing textbooks, because we are not having enough textbooks, so we are sharing, and it's also not allowed during this pandemic. We cannot share textbooks. And then another thing we have encountered is shortage of water, but they have fixed that during the past few weeks.